Good morning everybody, and welcome to week 11 of Ben on the Fen. With me, Ben Aldridge, Director of More Free Time, Bookkeepers and Outsourced Finance Team for small businesses. Just thought I'd do a little intro this week because there might be some new people watching, new people looking in, and also we might have some job applicants potentially looking at our YouTube because we have a new vacancy that went live on Friday. CVs by email only this time. Gonna see if we can recruit without using Indeed, which can be a bit of a double-edged sword. It can be great, you can find some really good applicants, but it takes a lot of time for filtering it out. Which brings me onto today's topic, which is communications. And I'm not talking about necessarily how you communicate with somebody, but the number of different ways that people can communicate with you or your business. Rewind 30 years ago, you pretty much had three ways. You had the good old-fashioned pick up the phone, you could write a letter, or you might send a fax. Now the latter one of those is pretty much dead, I think, these days, isn't it? You might have a fax machine. When was the last time you received a fax? Probably a long time ago. But emails have taken over that, haven't they? We get hundreds of emails a day, some people, and actually managing that inbox is just phenomenal. You think, could you imagine, and this is what Mark Williams said to me once, could you imagine if all the emails you get every day came in the post? You had to sit there and open every single envelope, every single letter. It would be too much, wouldn't it? So we've got some clients, what he suggested to me, and which is what some of my clients do, is they just check their emails maybe 2 or 3 times a day. So first thing in the morning, maybe middle of the day, and then sort of late afternoon, 4 o'clock-ish. And that's how they manage their emails. Now, some roles you can't do that, can you? Because you've got to be responding to emails, perhaps as a customer service role or something like that. But yeah, that works. Although if you speak to my team, they'll tell you about how many hundreds of unread emails there are in my inbox. A lot of them are information. I'm like, I'll look at that later. I mean, probably full well I'm not going to, so I should probably just delete them and keep my inbox tidier, but never mind. You have to think as well, the communications. So some businesses will have WhatsApps, they'll have instant messenger, they might have a live chat feature on their website. Not to forget, sorry, dog stopped. Not to forget about all the other stuff. There's all kinds of other messaging platforms, isn't there? So we're just constantly contactable and messaging. Now let's not forget, the good old-fashioned telephone conversation still has a good place. How many times have you seen, possibly you've done it yourself, or you've seen a member of staff firing off an email to a client or a customer or a supplier, when actually they could just pick up the phone, have a 30-second conversation, job done. Perhaps you follow up with an email, but sometimes people hide behind emails and messages as an easy out. Sometimes you need to have that phone call or even that face-to-face conversation with somebody. So yeah, how do you manage your communications with others, staff, customers, suppliers, third parties? Be interesting to know. I don't think I get it perfectly right. My personal preference is to pick up the phone and speak to someone, mainly because it's good PR often for the firm. You can have a chat with people. People like to be talked to. makes them feel happy, appreciated, etc. And quite often, and salesmen will tell you this, picking up the phone, have a conversation, will often lead to some extra work. So again, don't discount the old telephone conversation. But yeah, emails, bane of most people's lives. I think as David Bowie said, the internet, which obviously includes emails, will be the best and the worst thing for humanity, and I don't think he was wrong. Oh, I'm down a bit closer to the river now, so you can probably hear some of the birds singing, which is lovely after quite a hard weekend of physical work, making a giant double bed mid-sleeper. Any parents will know what a mid-sleeper is. Oh, the instructions were horrendous. My back is killing me, which is why I'm out for a walk. Make sure I can stretch that out a bit. Right, I'm gonna head off, get myself ready for another day and another week, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. Have a good one, take care, bye.